Hello, Capricorn. I'm Clara Louise Hyde from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the week of the 30th of August, 2021. We're heading into a new month. The monthly readings will be out soon, or maybe yours will already be out once I've published this as well. So just check them out on my YouTube channel. Capricorn, be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign for a complete picture of all of the energies that you've got going on this week, because you are more than your sun sign, of course. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there as well. And I've got a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I would love to have more Capricorn in there. So let's see what your energies are this week. You got the noble one here. You're making a good decision for yourself this week, and that's right for you. It's the right, standing up for it. There could be some kind of a moral right thing going on here, being the noble one. It could be that for some of you, but you're making a good decision for yourself this week. It's good energy. I like it. Very mature kind of an energy here. Doing the right thing for yourself. Tell us more for Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn here? I do feel like you've got change coming in this week, Capricorn, but you are going to have to make the decision to make that change come about, and it might be very different than the decisions that you've been making previously, is what I'm getting here. Magic maker. So there's some magic coming from this. It could be like you get a new idea and you're just like, it's time now to stop a certain way of life and get on with this thing. So you're making like a good decision for yourself, and it's got a redirection kind of an energy. There's going to be magic that comes about from that. And so it could be an idea that you've had in the past, something that you've always wanted to do, and it's time to get on with it now. It's what it feels like to me here, Capricorn. Very good decision for yourself. So tell us more about this for Capricorn. Tell us more about the energies going on this week for Capricorns. Wow, this is very good energy for you, Capricorn. The sun's going to come out. And so if you feel like things have been a little bit slow, a bit stagnant for you, it's going to be a happy week for you, especially once you've made this decision and are moving forward on that. It's going to be you're going to feel happy again. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm not picking up that you've been unhappy, but some of you might have been. But yeah, this is very good energy. This is the inner child feeling excited about something. Now, the Knight of Pentacles says that you're going to have to take it slowly, though. The actual action steps to it are going to be slow, but the decision, I guess it's going to be a split decision kind of thing. Something that you've been ruminating over for a while, though. But it's like decision time this week. You're going to feel activated to make that decision, and it's the right decision for you. And let's slowly move toward it, because the past has been a disappointment to you here, and you do have this new offering coming in here, and it's time. It's your time now, Capricorn. You deserve it. So it's kind of a long-awaited change in your life that's coming in this week here, and you're going to do it for yourself. And so reminiscing on the past and those past disappointments. So this is part of the process, right? The sun isn't going to come out and, well, the sun is going to come out. You're going to spiral toward that of feeling better, but also looking back going, why was I focused on that thing that wasn't making me happy for so long? There's that kind of an energy. So reminiscing on the past of these past disappointments and learning the lessons from that, from what went on in the past, how you chose that and what you learned from it and why you wouldn't choose it again and all of that stuff, to get really clear for the future for you moving forward. So tell us why the Sun card is here for Capricorn. Why the Sun? Muse of emotions, because you've been emotional. There you go. Like I said before, so you might have been really unhappy before, and I said, oh, maybe, maybe not. But this is kind of saying, yeah, you've been emotional anyway in some kind of a way, but you're coming out of that now. I think other signs too, it seems to be in the energies for a lot of signs this week of coming out of like an emotional funk, and the sun coming out, your inner child feeling happy again. It's like waking up in the morning to spring, that happy feeling that you get. Have you ever had that? I don't know, I live in the tropics, so it's always hot here and nice. But I remember being a kid in the UK, and it was just so dreary and grey all the time. But there was a short amount of time, like 2 weeks, it would be summer. And I remember at the start of that, I would have that feeling. It would make me very happy. So I chose to live in it all the time. But yeah, it's that kind of an energy. The sun's coming out. You're just feeling like better about yourself here, up and headed on that upward spiral to feeling much, much better with the choices that you're making. So you could kind of wake up feeling better and then make a good choice for yourself. And it's like, it's time now. Oh, you're headed toward abundance, Capricorn. Nice energy here. So abundance wants you, and that's why this turnaround is happening this week. So the Knight of Pentacles, but when you put it into action, it's going to be slow going. Not slow going, but it's just going to be normal. It's going to be like normal life, you know? If there's something worth having, it's worth doing slowly. It's the slow and steady. It wins the race. It's the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise wins the race. Knight of Pentacles, you've got Temperance and a Devil. And I was about to say it. Why does the tortoise win the race? Because the hare is so fast that it gets distracted. It's looking for shortcuts. It's just, yeah, it's just so distractible. And so this is the temperance is about patience, and the devil is getting distracted from that. So sometimes we can have it too good and we get distracted. And it's when we've got it bad that we get clearly focused on what will actually work, the slow and steady. And so don't let the impatience, this is about impatience, the devil with temperance here. Impatience, looking for shortcuts, looking for the easy option, the instant success. There's something just to go viral, the magical offer to come through. It's not about that. This is about you making a good decision for yourself and then slowly, steadily working towards something and not being impatient to get there. Tell us what's behind this for Capricorn. What's behind this? Teaching. So you're learning from where you've been before. You're learning that all good things are slow, like relationships. The best relationships take time to come about. The same in business too. I mean, you build it up slowly and surely, and the more effort you put in for a prolonged time, the more consistent results that you get from it. It's like skincare is exactly the same too. You might have noticed over the last year, maybe a little bit less than that, my skin is getting better and better and better. And it's persistence. I'm just doing the right things over a prolonged period of time. Same with health. You know, it applies to everything in life. So, but the devil on our shoulder says you should be able to get things instantly. You don't need to make this much effort and all of that. You know, the ego wants the easy option all the time, and that's why they never get there. That's why that hare doesn't win the race. Four of Cups, so you have been disappointed, yeah. And it feels like you've been on a wild goose chase, is what I just heard. I haven't heard that saying in a long time. You've been on a wild goose chase. In other words, you've noticed shiny things and you've chosen those. The easy option, the quick win money and stuff like that. And what happens when you go for stuff like that? You lose your money. You don't get what it is that you want. So you've been going for the easy option, the delusional option in a way. And it's disappointed you every time, and it will every single time. Because it never works out, because there is a way that life works. You've got to put energy into things to get energy out. Four of Cups and Seven of Emotions. What's this about? What's behind this? So kind of disappointed about those poor choices that you've made, poor life choices. We've all made them. It's not just you. And so, sacred space, so reclaiming your sacred space. There's a bit of embarrassment around this as well, of this looking back here of like the disappointments, but it's like, oh God, I did that to myself. You know, we can always look back in our lives like that and feel embarrassed about what we did. Like, I used to have a lot of money and I kind of frittered it all away. In fact, I drank it all away pretty much, and I was lazy. Instead of working harder on my business and stuff like that, I'm like, I was okay because I had savings. Well, soon didn't have savings with that mentality. And that's embarrassing looking back on that. But it's like, well, yeah, I did the wrong thing there. And I could have like added on to that, you know, I could have worked hard during that time and grown my business and added on to that, but instead I took that easy option. So it feels like you've done something similar to that. You know, you could have run up a credit card debt or something like that. It could be, but it might not be about money. It might be about other things. It might be about choosing relationships that aren't good for you, or just getting into work that's beneath you. What was it? What was it I said? golden goose or something, I don't know. You've been on a wild goose chase. You've been following a path. You've made some choices and you followed a path and maybe persisted on that path too long as well. And it's kind of embarrassing when you look back. Six of Cups, what's this about? I often channel the messages from the next cards that come out, you might have noticed. So I start going on about the things and then the cards just confirm what I was saying. Six of Cups, why the Six of Cups? The Chariot and the Knight of Emotions. So yeah, you've been fast forward on a whim, Knight of Emotions, on a feeling, on a whim. It's like, it just feels like it feels like I'm onto something. It feels like a winner. It's gambling. This is gambling. And so you might look back and be a little bit embarrassed about it, but you took a risk and it wasn't a good risk to take. There's some good risks to take. And there's some unhealthy risk just based on a gamble, this feels good, I've got a good feeling about this, I'm going to put all of my savings on lotto tickets, I've got a good feeling about it. Whoa, no, that's bad risk, bad Capricorn. It's something like that. As I said, it might not be about money, but you could have like put your whole heart into something based on a feeling. Oh, I feel like this is my person, even though they're showing me that they're dysfunctional. I feel like this is my person. Going fast forward with that and then not getting the victory that you wanted, and then having to, renege on it, give up on it eventually with your tail between your legs and go, that was a wild goose chase. I wish I hadn't done that. You've learned. You've learned from these things, or you've got the opportunity to learn from these things this week, especially because you're feeling better about stuff. The Sun and the Music of Emotions. And you're making a good decision for yourself, remember, this week as well. Noble one. So what's behind this? Six of Cups, the Chariot, the Knight of Emotions. This is what you did in the past. Discernment, there you go. Making better choices for yourself with your heart and your mind. Not just your heart, not just based on a feeling. It's so dodgy, making choices based on a feeling. That's not learning. We've got our higher selves and they are feeding us with intuition. That's our guidance, right? But it's not all about that. We are the physical counterpart of our higher selves, which means that we are here in the material plane. We've got to play our part on the material plane, which means we've got to use our minds. We've got our minds for a reason, and we've got our bodies and our hands for a reason. We need to do stuff here on the material plane and not keep on reaching to the spiritual for it to help us out. Because if instead of applying ourselves here on the material plane, doing human stuff, dealing with people in a human way, in our emotions and stuff like that, if we just keep on reaching for the intuition, trying to get money and love and stuff like that just with our intuition, that is taking a risk. We've got minds for a reason, we've got bodies, we've got our will for a reason, and we've got to be that material physical world counterpart, the human being that's connected to our higher self, and play our part. Our higher self is going to do the spiritual stuff, but it's not going to do the material stuff. We've got to do that. We've got to recognize, Capricorn, what is our place, what we're here to do, of this partnership with our higher self and what is theirs, and not get those mixed up, right? For example, me and my gift. I'm working closely with my higher self and other people's higher selves and the guides doing this work. But I am here doing the physical things. I'm doing the YouTube stuff. I've got the equipment. I'm doing it. I'm applying it. I'm working solidly at it every single week. Yeah, I'm playing my part in that. I can't just sit back and go, well, I'll just give people random messages and the universe can sort out my money for me, because it won't. I've got to sort out my money for me and apply it. Yeah. What's going on in your love life, Capricorn? You've got deception here. Oh, deception. Now, this is what it could be about too, is about your love life, of how you've been deceiving yourself and choosing someone based on a feeling, and it's not good. Not using your mind to see whether someone's actually compatible, whether you're on the same page, whether you've got the same morals and values in life, and you want the same things from life, and whether they've got a similar lifestyle with those values, meaning, are they living it? Are you living it? There's a whole lot of self-deception. You might have felt like someone was deceiving you because you chose them on a feeling, on a whim, and then it's like, well, why aren't they a match? Because the feeling wasn't true. It wasn't true. What you're making that feeling that you had for them mean wasn't true. So there's a whole lot of self-deception going on here, and it's on feelings. This Knight of Emotions, jumping into things based on a feeling, is so dangerous, and there's so many people that watching my videos and that are interested in this kind of stuff, that are doing that. I know because I did it. I used to do it just based on a feeling. This feels like a good thing. I'll get into business with this person because I've just got it based on a feeling. Like always reaching for that intuition or fooling myself when really it was my ego saying this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. This is this this one. It's going to be easy. This is the golden ticket. This is going to be, this is going to get you the abundance or the love that you want, just based on a feeling. And it didn't. Every single time it gave me a hard lesson until I grew up and I started doing things for myself, like the way that it works on this earth, on this planet. So surrender to the divine. Isn't that interesting? Surrendering it to the divine, because it feels like that's what you've been doing, Capricorn, in your love life, which is where the deception is. Surrendering too much to the divine. Again, it's about getting clear, Capricorn, on what is your place, what is your part in this co-creation with your higher self, and what is the spirit, the higher self's part in that, and staying in your own lane in a way so that you can co-create really well with your higher self, having your higher self on your side, but not expecting your higher self to do the material stuff for you. You've got friendliness here, and so it's a good time to be friendly with people, friend zoning, that kind of thing, rather than getting into a relationship, because there seems to be a lot of flux in your energy here. Not the best time to get into a relationship for those of you single. Yeah, it says you're able to recognize traits in common with another. You are able to recognize it, and so start choosing people based on that in order to forge love-based connections. Start out with friendships. It's less messy. Like I said, the best things are slow, especially relationships. Be a friend first. Get to know them as a friend. And then choose them when you realize, if you realize that they are on the same page as you, if they've got those common traits, recognized traits in common. So there's more to this decision, this noble decision for yourself. You're doing something good for yourself, making a wise decision for yourself, and then keeping that in the forefront of your mind, remaining conscious about that so that you continue making good decisions for yourself. Karmic relationship here. Oh, fleeting. Yeah. Got to keep on going through it. If you're not doing that, if you're not making good decisions for yourself, you've got to keep on going through that loop, the heartbreak, like this. Because too fast a decision based on a feeling, based on what you think is your intuition, when it's not. It's your ego saying, this is the easy option. This is the quick win. Just grab this one and go for it. This is the easy money. This is the easy love. And it's not. It ends up being the total opposite. It becomes a lesson. And it's very fleeting. And it's the hare getting distracted. You've been the hare getting distracted, not the tortoise. You've got keys on a ring here, many options. There are many options. There's going to be every kind of person around you. You need to make a good decision for yourself and not have those one night stands. So, if you have been leaping into relationships, don't do it. It takes some discipline not to do that, some self-discipline. You got to hold back as much as you want to just leap on in there. It's not wise to do that, and it's only going to lead to fleeting relationships, disappointments if you do that. It's just like a lotto. If you're just saying yes to whoever you're feeling for, it's a lotto. You need to get to know them and choose whether they're actually right for you, because there's every kind of an option. And it's not true that you only attract the same vibration as you. It's just not true. You'll attract every kind of vibration that exists, that all around. There's going to be every kind of person around you. You just have to get good at choosing the right ones for you. I used to believe that law of attraction stuff. I used to believe that just sort out my own vibration, I'll only attract good people that are like me. And it's not true. There's every kind of person on this earth, and they're going to be around you. What you do is, though, the more you get to know it yourself, and you know what you want, and you're clear in that, then you're going to slowly and protect yourself and love yourself. Self-love is a crucial part of it, because it's not self-loving just diving into things. It's self-loving to get to know people or situations and make a really healthy decision for yourself. So body and soul, this could be about doing things. You could be wanting to sort your health out or something like that. But there's something about that, throwing yourself into something, body and soul. Be more discerning about that. And you've got endless possibilities. Like, there's every single option out there to you. You could do anything or anyone, and you need to pull back now and decide what is best for you. Make good decisions for yourself. A very good decision for yourself. Now you have spaciousness and service here. So this is telling me that you do need to have some space, maybe from people or from your work, to decide what it is that you need. So this is saying take a step back. Being of service, yes, it could be your work, but it could also be. So if it's your work, right? Taking some space back to gain some clarity. Sometimes I do that in my business. I take some time off so I've got clarity, and then I think, oh, I can do this instead. And that's when I change things around when I've taken a break. So it could be that for you. But this service card, it could also be about how you're being of service to other people. So you could have been getting into codependent kind of relationships, wanting to help them, wanting to fix them, that kind of thing, instead of focusing on what you want. And so you need spaciousness from people. In other words, you need to be single for a while to decide what it is that you want and to break free of that wanting to be service for other people. This kind of an energy, when we're talking about relationships, comes up for people when if I say to you, what do you want in a relationship? You want love, right? And if you feel into that, you're feeling of loving someone else rather than being loved by someone else. So you could be overly focused on what you give to other people, how you love other people. If you think about the word love and how that feels to you, you might correlate that with you loving other people rather than you being loved by other people. And so there needs to be some kind of a balance there. But you need the space. You need the space from other people to be able to find that, to get the clarity on that of how you've been imbalanced. So altogether, this is a really good week for you. Making good choices because you're feeling better. And then realizing how you've got new paths open to you, but you need to realize how you've kind of been setting off. It's how you've been setting off on the wrong paths in the past so that you can make better decisions for yourself. So it feels to me like you might be making a very good decision for yourself this week based on all of this, Capricorn. So good luck with that. If you like this video, don't forget to click on that like button down there. While you're down there, leave a comment. Let me know what's going on with you or how you resonate with that. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell if you want to hear more from me. And don't forget to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign for that complete picture. Have the best week ever, Capricorn, and I will see you tomorrow in the daily energy update. Bye.